$7 billion vanished. Not in a crash, not in a hack, but inside accounts people trusted with their retirement. Stanford Financial didn't sell excitement. It sold relief. Investors weren't chasing trends or watching markets. They were retirees, professionals, families who wanted stability. Their accounts showed smooth, predictable returns. No swings, no fear. Statements arrived on time. Advisors sounded confident. Everything looked controlled. The system felt boring. And that was the point. Because boring meant safe. And once people felt safe, they stopped asking questions. That silence became the most valuable asset in the scheme. Alan Stanford didn't look dangerous. He looked established. Private planes, political connections, charity events. He spoke calmly about discipline and conservative strategy. He presented himself as a steward, not a gambler. Clients trusted him because he seemed untouchable. Regulators didn't appear alarmed. Advisors repeated his words. Stanford understood something crucial. People don't trust spreadsheets. They trust people. And as long as he looked confident, the system didn't need to make sense. At the center of the operation was a simple promise. Certificates of deposit, consistent returns, higher than normal banks. Lower risk, he said. Offshore, secure, exclusive. Investors weren't buying yield. They were buying sleep. No constant checking. No stress. Just quiet assurance that everything was handled. That emotional relief was addictive. And once people felt calm, they defended the product themselves. Doubt felt unnecessary, even disrespectful. There was no conservative strategy, no secret portfolio. New money paid old promises. The rest funded Stanford's world. Luxury homes, private travel, influence. Account balances were fiction. Statements were performance. Internally, the structure depended on constant inflow. Externally, nothing appeared broken. That's how Ponzi schemes survive. Not by hiding chaos, but by manufacturing normality. Gravity never disappears. It only waits. Questions surfaced quietly. Missing records, delayed explanations, requests that went unanswered. When regulators asked for basic records proving where the money was kept, Stanford Financial couldn't produce them. Stanford dismissed concerns as attacks. He reassured investors. Advisors echoed him. Leaving felt worse than staying, because leaving meant admitting fear, and fear meant you were wrong. So most stayed. They trusted the calm they had already paid for. By the time confidence began to fade, the structure was too fragile to survive scrutiny. In 2009, everything stopped. Accounts froze. Phones went silent. The truth arrived without warning. There were no billions waiting offshore. $7 billion had vanished. Retirement plans collapsed overnight. Lifetimes of savings were erased. Alan Stanford was arrested. Not frozen, not delayed. Structurally unreachable. The illusion didn't unwind slowly. It collapsed all at once, because there was nothing beneath it to soften the fall. Some investors lost homes. Others lost decades of work. Families absorbed the damage quietly. Lawsuits followed. But money doesn't reappear because justice arrives. Stanford went to prison. But prison didn't restore trust. The deepest damage wasn't financial, it was psychological. These people didn't chase greed, they chased peace. And that's why this scheme worked. It didn't promise wealth, it promised stability. And stability, when it's fake, destroys more than money. Stanford Financial wasn't unique, it was familiar. Confidence without transparency, safety without proof, authority without verification. These schemes don't disappear. They change names, they change faces. If you want to understand how billion-dollar illusions are built and how to spot them before they collapse, subscribe. More investigations coming.